Cheers, YouTube. It is your man Cam, and today in this episode of the USCB Rebuild, we are going to be taking on South Carolina in our first ever collegiate football game, and we'll see if we'll be able to pull an upset here. As you can see, they are an 86 overall team to our 67, but maybe we can pull off an upset. All right, our boys are hyped. We're getting ready to take on the South Carolina Gamecocks. As you can see here, they're just coming out of the tunnel in Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia here. Now, we're going to look to our playmakers today, Demetrius Williamson and Tyler Olson, along with Keontae Tyson. We need those three guys to step up big on offense, or we are going to get crushed by South Carolina. South Carolina's just coming out of the tunnel now. They're looking hyped up, but here come the boys coming out of the tunnel. We look good, we look excited, and we are ready to take on South Carolina in our first ever collegiate football game. We're going to be receiving the ball here to kick off the game. He kicks it deep into the end zone. It's going to be our man Keontae Tyson who's going to take it out of the end zone. Runs it up the middle, gets a few yards. Pretty good stuff there. That's where we're going to start our first series ever. As you can see, Tyler Olson's ready to come out, ready to lock in, and ready to kill the Gamecocks. Santa Sharks are in the pistol for their first ever play ever. We're looking. We find our man Demetrius Williamson for an 8-yard gain. On 2nd and 9 here, I think we got to take a deep shot. We're going to look deep to Demetrius Williamson. He's going to... Oh, he dropped it. 3rd and 9, time to make a big-time conversion. We're looking at our tight end here, and we're going to get... Oh, my God, we're going to get sacked. Call me crazy, but I want to do a fake punt here. If we're going to win this game, we got to take risks, and it's not going to be there at all. South Carolina is going to get the ball back at the 46-yard line. Pretty rough for us. You can see that they're highlighting Demetrius Williamson and Chase Freeman to the big stars for us this season. All right, it's going to be 1st and 10. It's time to lock them up quick and to run. And, oh, my God, it's a horrible pursuit angle there. And they're going to just gash our defense on the first carry of the game. He gets 27 yards, and they're going in the hurry-up offense. I have no time to react. I don't even know who I get on. Let's get on Freeman here. Nope, I like Terrell, actually. All right, cover the underneath. It's a screen. Oh, my God, it's a screen. And this running back is going to be a problem for us today. They're going to keep going in the hurry-up. Oh, my Lord, stop it. I'm going to stay on Terrell here just so I can cover this running back if he does anything silly. If it's a run, I'm going to try to shoot the gap there. All right, let's see. It is a run. The offensive lineman kills me, but the other guys show up big time. I think that was Quincy Blue there. All right, let's get into some man coverage here. We're going to run some cover 1. I'm going to stay on Terrell, cover the middle of the field here. All right, we're not seeing anybody, and oh my gosh, an out route wide open. And he didn't get the first. South Carolina has to settle for 3 on the very first possession. Oh my gosh, that is big time. The defense bends, but it does not break. And we're going to get the ball back after only giving up 3 points after failing that fake punt. All right, let's send Scooter in motion here to try to get a shot play on 1st down. Offensive line breaks down immediately. Nobody does a block for their life. Get rid of this ball. After 1st and 10 failed, we got 3rd down here. We're going to get a screen for Strickland. And oh my God, Perkins, block him! 4th and 2, we're not backing down. If we want to win this game, we got to convert these, baby. Time to get frat boy Carson Teague up the gut. Bang, that's a first, bang! All right, little RPO here on 1st and 10, and boom, beautiful. All right, Carson, we're giving it back to you to pound that rock, baby. We're giving it back to frat boy Carson, and what are you doing? Oh, you fumbled! Frat! Take him out of the frat! Carson Teague, what is that? After permanently benching Carson Teague and kicking him out of every frat on campus, we got our main man Keontae Tyson back in here to run the option with Olson here. Tyler Olson, he's going to pitch it to Keontae Tyson, and that's a 1st down for the Sand Sharks. All right, let's get more involved in the air here. We're going to be looking at Scott McCullers wide open. Connect, lower your head. Bang, 1st down. So somehow that actually was not a 1st down, but it's okay because we got our man Keontae Tyson back in here to finish the job, and he's going to get a 1-yard gain. All right, time to go back to that option here. We had some success with it earlier. We're going to be running to the left side here. Tyler Olson, pitch. Oh, my, what a horrific pitch. Okay, Tyson picks it up. All right, after that horrific option play here, we're going to look to go downfield here. Hopefully the offensive line can hold up, and oh, they don't. All right. 1st and 10 for the Gamecocks. Still 3-0 here, but we're going to need our defense to show up big here. They're going to run it with Sanders here, and Quincy Blue just decides not to tackle him, so that's absolutely lovely, but luckily we still stop him for a short gain of 3 yards. They're going to hurry up here. I'm going to stick with Blue. Let's see what they're doing. I'm going to change up coverage real quick. I'm going to be on Nico Solomon here. They're going with a motion, and it's just going to be a throw to Sanders. Big time play, and of course we can't tackle him, and they're going to get a first down here. They're probably going to go hurry up again. Yep, what did I say? Not shocked here. Let's go. Let's run this blitz here. Hot blitz 3. I low-key do not want them to go hurry up very often. I'm not loving this formation we're in defensively. They motion number 6 across the field. It's not going to change much for us. It's going to be a handoff down the middle, and we can't tackle. But the second effort gets him down. It's going to be 2nd and 8 for the Gamecocks here. We need to come up with a stop if we want to get back into this game. We can't let South Carolina take a big early lead. And it's going to be another run play. Sanders just going to absolutely gash us. That's probably a 12-yard carry for a first down again. And they are just staying in the hurry-up offense. This is so tough to defend. I might think about calling a timeout. And that is the end of the first quarter, luckily. First play of the second quarter here. And they're going to send a guy in motion. And it's going to be a run right back to Sanders. But we are all over it that time. All right, 2nd and 8. We're going to hope our defense can hold true, and they give it right back to Sanders, and Chase Freeman is all over that. They're going to go back to the hurry-up, which they know was killing us earlier. We're going to stick on Taj Coles here, trying to make a big play. They're going to throw it this time. We're over that middle, and big time bat down from Bowie. All right, we got the ball back on offense here. We're looking at Williamson here on this out route. We think he's going to get open against that man coverage, and we're going to throw it to him, secure that. Bang! Demetrius Williamson. All right, after that dime to Williamson here, we're going to run the ball with Keontae Tyson, see if we can get anything. They low-key shot that gap there. Nice spin move. Well, that's going to be 2nd and 1. We're going to keep running it with Tyson here. He's one of the best players on our team, and this play gets blown up. Our offensive line is horrific. All right, at 3rd and 4 here, we're going to either be looking for Foreman, Williamson, or maybe McClellar over the middle if the pocket breaks down. And what did I say? The pocket breaks down immediately. Throw it to McClellar, and that's a first. No. 4th and inches. We're trusting Tyler Olsen to run the rock here. And boom, that's a first down. Get out of bounds. Bang. All right, 2nd and 10 here. We're going to be going downfield, maybe. Pocket collapses. What do you know? But scramble Tyler Olsen for another first. All right, 1st and 10 here. We're just going to run the rock with Sean Strickland, see if he can do something. He bounces. That's a pretty good gain. It's going to be 2nd and 2. All right, let's keep running the ball here. It's 3rd and 1. We're on the 28-yard line. I like Strickland in space today. Strickland and Tyson has been a good duo. The middle of the field's wide open, and I think that's going to get us in the red zone. After a loss on first down of 1, we're going to be looking to move the ball through the air. I see Foreman one-on-one on that side of the field. Is that a touchdown? No. 3rd and 11. We need to convert this so we can take the lead on South Carolina. And we get drilled because our offensive line is horrific. I think we got to take the 3 here, if I'm being honest. Let's see if Matthew York can kick this. Stadium Pulse is going crazy. Okay, lock in. Oh, my God, I missed it. Oh, my God. No, we're going to give South Carolina the ball back. Okay, 2-minute drill almost for South Carolina, but it is 3-0. So if our defense can hold here, we're going to be going into halftime looking pretty decent. They're going to RPO. Oh, my Lord. I hope that this isn't either holding or a legal man downfield, because if not, South Carolina just scored in one play. We'll see what it is here. Illegal man downfield. Bang! That is what you love to see. Okay, we just got a huge break, which is what we're going to need if we want to win games like this. But now it's going to be 1st and 15 for the Gamecocks. Under 2 minutes. Quincy Blue shoots the gap. Can't get the tackle. Octavius Terrell's there. We're going to stop them. Bang! That's what you love to see. They're going to go back to the hurry up. This has been killing us, or like earlier in the game. But it's normally when they're running the ball. I think when they've been passing the ball, it hasn't hurt us too much. And, of course, right when I say that, Pace takes the worst pursuit angle I've ever seen in my entire life. Valentine's going to be able to take him down. And they're going to stay in the shotgun formation here. We're going to run some cover 1. I'm going to stay cover in the middle of the field with Blue here. Okay. Oh, batted down at the line. Oh. All right, we got a big opportunity here. 3rd and 3. If we can hold them, they're going to kick that field goal, and it's going to be a one-possession game. And, of course, he is wide open. Nobody on him. It's going to be a touchdown, South Carolina. Lenore Sellers throws his first touchdown of the game. And South Carolina's probably going to go into the break up 10-0. All right, 2nd and 10 here. We're going to be looking to get the ball downfield right here to get it to a one-possession game. And I try to get outside of the pocket. And, oh, my God, Tyler Olsen fumbles, but we get the ball 3rd and 13, our last hope here to get it to a one-possession game before halftime. We're just going to throw it up deep to Foreman, and he can't make the catch. All right, call me crazy, but we're going for this fake punt on 4th and 13. If we want to win this game, we got to take risks, but nothing is open, and they're going to get the ball back. No. Okay, it is 2nd and 13, and our defense needs to lock in to hold them to at least a field goal. I'm going to be watching this left side of the field here. The slant route, I'm on it. What? Why is that not an interception? I was all over that. Nico Solomon needs to put his hands up, and we would have had an interception. But, of course, the North Steelers throws another touchdown. It's 17-0 South Carolina. All right, 1st and 10 here. We've had some success on this play earlier in this game. The pocket breaks down immediately. We got to get it to Jackson Gregory. He makes the catch. All right, get up there, big boy. He gets to the 45-yard line. 1st and 10. Let's run the hurry up here. I want to get it to Demetrius Williamson on this kind of middle-of-the-field crosser route. And he's open. And the safety reads it, but he gets the catch. Bang, that is what you love to see. Big-time plays from Demetrius Williamson. Whew, okay. I like shock here. We're going to be looking at Foreman. If Foreman can get open, that's where I'm going. If not, I need to dump it down to Demetrius Williamson, which is what I'm going to do. Demetrius Williamson wide open. All right, that's going to be 2nd and 3. All right, 2nd and 3 here. We're looking to Foreman in the post, and if not, we just basically got to throw this away. Pocket's going to break down immediately, of course, so we get the ball out. Whew, it's going to be 6 seconds left, 3rd and 3. I don't have enough time. I need to hit a field goal here to make it 3-17 going into the break. Time to lock in. Bang. I already know that's good. Woo, it stuck in there. It almost wasn't good, but... All right, 1st and 10, start of the second half. Surprisingly, this game has been pretty competitive for the second half. They're going to go RPO, and he's going to catch that. I'm expecting them to go hurry up, and that is what they do. But like I was saying, surprisingly, in our first ever collegiate game, we are competing with an SEC school through 2 quarters, and we're going to see if we can keep it up. They're going to go play action all the time in the world, and he drops that. Good play. All right, 2nd and 10, man coverage again. We're covering that middle of the field, and we're all over it. All right, 3rd and 10, if there's ever a time to make a huge stop, it is on the first drive of the second half. We can hold them right here, and they're throwing it. Nothing. He's going to scramble. Oh, my God, why did I switch off for Freeman? And Pace misses the tackle, of course. North Steelers slides. Oh, that was a huge missed opportunity. We're going to go back to the man coverage. I think it's been working decently well. I'm going to stick on Pace here to make sure I lock down Raheem Sanders. Let's see what they do here. Over the middle, wide open. Oh, my, who was on that? Nico Solomon. Horrific coverage. They're going to go back to the hurry-up offense. It's starting to annoy me. I'm not even going to lie. If that's the plan, it's working. The hurry-up offense is super annoying to play against. All right, let's see what the North Steelers does. It's a read option. Oh, my gosh. He's going to get 6 yards. All right, it's time for our red zone defense to stand up and show out. It's going to be an RPO. He's wide open, and he's on the 1-yard line. All right, goal line stand here. That's what I need out of the boys. We're going to be in the goal line formation, making sure they don't run that rock, and they do, and that's a big-time stop. We did it once, now let's do it again. Stay in the goal line, make sure they don't run it, and they're going to run it again, and we're going to not even be close. Raheem Sanders, touchdown. I don't know how. We're in the goal line and we can't stop the run. I guess South Carolina is just better than us. And now it is 24-3. Yikes. Okay, we might be down, but we are not out yet. And maybe we are down now. We just threw a horrific ball over the middle of the field. It's going to be intercepted. 3rd and 8. We can finally get our defense off of the field with a stand here. But I'm not liking our chances. They've been cooking us in man coverage all day. And what do you know? The out route to the outside is going to be money for them. All right, 1st and goal on the 2. I'm expecting a run with Raheem Sanders here. But nope, they're going to decide to pass it. And, of course, wide open touchdown. I don't know why Chase Freeman is ever guarding a wide receiver for South Carolina. But now it's 31-3. And I'm starting to think this is going to look like a blowout soon if we don't get a touchdown. All right, it's time for us to start taking some shots down the field. Demetrius Williamson absolutely cooks his man. That's a pretty big gain for us right there, up to the 47-yard line. Staying in the same formation here, we're looking at Williamson again on this little rollout. And he's pretty open, but it's just a bad throw by Tyler Olsen there, of course. All right, 3rd and 10. We need a play here. We need anything. I'm looking at Williamson again, but our throw is just horrific. He got hit while he threw, and I got to go for this on 4th down. If we don't go for it, I think we lose the game. And honestly, we're grasping at straws here anyway, so let's just try to get something deep down the field. I think he's open, and that is Spencer Strickland for the 1st down. All right, after that big-time play, we're going to run the rock with Tyler Olsen just being absolutely beat up, and that's a pretty good run. All right, 3rd and 5. I need to get something going through the air here, and the pocket breaks down immediately. Does anybody on this team know how to block? Apparently not. We're going to get sacked at the 41-yard line. Kind of, I thought, outside of field goal range at first, but it says we can make this here. So we're going to try to test out Matthew York's range. It's off to the left, and he doesn't even have anything close to the leg on that. Oh, my Lord. 2nd and 5 here. It is starting to look desolate for us, but we're going to get a big-time stop on Raheem Sanders. All right, 3rd and 5 here. We need to make a stop. We're going back to man coverage. It kind of worked for us in the first half sporadically and roll out. I think that guy in the middle of the field's wide open, and Noah Collins cannot cover him. He breaks off, and he's at the 10-yard line. All right, it's only the 3rd quarter, but this drive feels incredibly important in stopping them from getting a touchdown. They're going to send a man in motion here, and it's going to be a little... Oh, I thought it was going to be a touch pass. It's actually going to be a run by Lenore Sellers, and he's in the end zone. What do you know? We just cannot stop them in the second half. This game went from competitive to an absolute blowout in just 1 quarter. I don't even know what to do on offense. 2nd and 10. Can we get anything going? We've got to beat up Tyler Olsen back there, and we're going to try to scramble. Sacked again. Can't do anything. 3rd and 16. Sacked again. What do you know? We can't do anything today. Nothing is going right. Now we have to punt from our own 1-yard line, and we stink. I want everybody on this offensive line, I don't know. I want them permanently banned from campus because they look awful. Fire our offensive line coach. Fire everybody. Fire the special teams coach. Now, what is happening? A punt return touchdown? Are you kidding me? Oh, my. It might be time to bench everybody. We might have to mass sub backups because this is awful. What has even happened in this 3rd quarter here? All right, Tyler, you have one last chance. This is the last drive. If you don't score on this drive, we are subbing everybody out. Interception. I tell him it's his last chance. What does he do? He throws an absolute rainbow for an interception. All right, probably the last play of the 3rd quarter here. I don't even know anymore. I mean, this might just be wraps on this game. And we can't tackle him. Raheem Sanders touchdown. Yeah, it's time to sub everybody. I'm gonna skip through most of this 4th quarter probably because you guys don't want to watch just an absolute beatdown. So I'll see you when the next interesting thing happens. All right, let's see if our backups can do any better to start this 4th quarter here. We're going to throw that over the middle and lurking interception. What do you know? That's how this second half has gone so far. South Carolina's going to have the ball in the red zone. Okay, South Carolina scored a touchdown that you guys probably aren't going to see. I think I'll edit that out. But, what a kind of a dot to Spencer Strickland there. All right, after that nice connection to Spencer Strickland, we're at a 4th and 11 here, and we're just going to throw that over the middle. Bang! I think this drive is promising. Ah! 2nd and 17, need to throw the ball, and oh my God, can anybody block? Looking around, there's absolutely nothing. Got to get it to Y here, but oh my Lord, we can't do anything. The only drive with any potential in the second half here is going to end in a punt. Maybe we'll pin them deep. I don't know. But with 3:28 left, I don't think anything interesting is going to happen. And that'll do it. South Carolina absolutely spanks our butt. We got worked in the second half. This game was competitive for a little bit, and they're still going to run the ball with no time. I swear, if they score a touchdown here, I will never forget it. They tried to run that score up. I'm not going to forget. We might have lost this season, okay? It might have been bad. We might have just got killed in that third quarter, but we're gonna remember this. South Carolina's still a rival. They might not think of us that way. And Raheem Sanders, oh my Lord, he killed us nonstop today. It doesn't matter, okay? We're coming for revenge next season. Let's go ahead and look at our stats, though. Lenore Sellers, yikes, he crushed us. Tyler Olsen, 13 for 29, 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Neal did not do much better as the backup here. He had 50% completion rate, 46 yards, but it was bad. Running the ball wise, Tyson did all right. Strickland had some good stuff, 6.5 yards per carry is pretty solid. I'm not even going to lie. But everybody else, bad. Receiving wise, Demetrius Williamson killed him. Spencer Strickland had a pretty good game too. Scott McCullough, 2 catches. Everybody else pretty underwhelming besides that. Some good, some bad. I think the receiving core was one of the strengths of this game. Defensively, Terrell led us in tackles. Remember, he was the tackle leader at Mercer 2 years ago. Solomon comes in second, which is not good. You don't love when your safety has second most solo tackles on the team, And that'll wrap it up for this game. Defense looks bad. Offense looked pretty bad. And let's just try to go out and get a win in the following weeks. Okay, guys, I have a pretty horrific update for you. EA servers completely shut down in the middle of filming that East Carolina game. I was pretty late in the third quarter. They kicked me out of the game. I waited till the servers came back online, tried to get back in the Dynasty file, and the file has now been corrupted. So I'm going to have to start a completely new Dynasty with UCSB. And what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to force us to lose the South Carolina and the East Carolina game because I was pretty late into the game and we were losing. But what that means is that I'm going to have completely new recruits coming in now, and I'm going to have completely new statistics, and I don't know who's going to get hurt in those two simulated games. But I will have to update you guys next week with the new recruits. But for this video, it's just going to be the South Carolina game. I'm really sorry, guys, but there's not a lot I can do about EA having bad servers and having poor features in their games. But until the next video, I hope y'all have a good rest of your day. Call your mom, tell her you love her, and peace out.